Let me see if we are live. I think we are, and we should be. I'm gonna wait to do the intro until we are officially live. All right. I think we are, and we should be. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is probably the cutest game you're ever gonna see. Not being sarcastic at all. Um, just ignore all these little messages coming up on the screen. It's not that big of a deal. Oh no, nothing. No, there's no spoilers. There's nothing creepy about this game at all. Like we're just gonna go right into it. In my hand is a pen that'll write a poem for me and you. Be with you. In my hand is a pen that'll write a poem for me and you. In this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special place? If you can't tell, I've played the game and watched multiple people play it as well. I am very much a Doki Doki Literature Club fan. I know this isn't really normal content demographic, but you'll figure out why. You'll find out why in a little bit. What should my name be? I'll do Flugglebug. I think Flugglebug will work. Yeah, Flugglebug, perfect. But yeah, you'll see why in just a little bit why this is something I'm streaming. It might take a few episodes, but it'll get there, trust me. This is one of my favorite games of all time, personally. It's just absolutely an amazing game. Let me just do some advertising. Yeah, baby. No low battery mode. Get that out of here. Alright. Before I get into it, I just need to plug my phone in. I didn't realize how low it was, and I should have totally realized like a while ago, because I haven't had chargers with me all day, and it was the whole thing. I'm not gonna get into it. I got called into work, blah blah blah. This is probably gonna get cut out in the main cut. So, yeah. All this little interaction here is gonna get cut out in the main cut of the video. This is like an exclusive version of it, and if you weren't here, you missed it. And whatever. It'll be up on the live section. You'll see it. Can't miss it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she totally doesn't care. Just kidding. Oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So I just left her there. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I got you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you sounded like you were thinking about ignoring me. It's me, Flugglebug. Why did I name myself that? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. That's mean. Sayori's one of my favorite characters, bro. Don't talk to Sayori like this.
Fine, fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Bugglebug, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? What? I already told you, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on day by day the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any social skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as let's try that one again. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I forget what that word means. Clubs. Is that like a sandwich? Sori wants me to check out some clubs. Sandwiches or something. I don't know. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. You know, the jelly donuts on a roll.
Hello!
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd get you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. A little bit of both. I let out a long sigh. Sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
god, I'm scared to do the other voices. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Hey, you guys!
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Hold on, let me let me revise that a little bit. This is definitely getting cut out in the shortcut.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
What the hell do I do for Monica? What do I do for Monica? Monica. What the hell should I do for her voice? Listen, if I do any, I'll give away too much.
Flugglebug. What a nice surprise.
Nope, that's too Frieza-esque. Maybe we'll just use Natsuki's voice and then make Monica's voice lower. Or higher. Or no, I'll use Natsuki's current voice and make hers higher. Make Natsuki's voice a little higher.
Flugglebug, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Such a fucking simp.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki. The girl with the...
Oh shit, what the fuck? What am I doing? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You could just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
Would have fucking fooled me.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Because she reads books all the time.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Flugglebug.
What would I name myself this? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Flugglebug. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I will get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Doesn't look like it. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray And Yuri opens the closet. And then she fell in, and she refused to come out. Kidding. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Not.
I see Natsuki's name and I just automatically go into it. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea.
I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. No. This is how you eat a cupcake. There's only one way to eat a cupcake. A little PSA for everybody. There's only one way to eat a cupcake. You take the cupcake out of the wrapping. You break half of the muffin off, and then you put it on top of the icing. Then you eat it like a sandwich. That's the only way to eat it, probably. If you don't eat it like that, what are you doing with your life? Just kidding. I'm kidding. But you should at least try it. It's the only way I'll eat cupcakes now. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy.
Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Dismiss. Let's just try that again. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Can't relate. I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I can enjoy tea. Hi Yuri. Hi Yuri. What the fuck is going on right now? Is this like a thing that happens?
Doki Doki.
Hey Sayori. Hi. I was not expecting this to happen in a live stream, but you know what? This works for me.
Hi Sayori.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Hey, yo,
Sayori.
where's Monica? Did you just like excommunicate her from the chat? Like, is she just not allowed here? Where's Sayori? Or where's
Fantastic.
So Monica's just not allowed, right? For obvious reasons.
I love you too, Yuri.
Well, this is definitely an interesting interaction in the chat going on right now. I'm absolutely loving this.
So what made you consider the literature club?
You
Um.
are so busty.
Oh, hey yo. Hey yo. What is going on right now?
Yeah.
What is going in the chat? What's going on in the chat right now? Like, I don't understand what's going on in the chat right now, but I'm living for it. Okay. I was afraid to ask this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
You are only in my head.
We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
I don't understand anything. I'm from Brazil.
Oh, ¿Su hablas español? No hablas inglés, ¿correcto mundo? ¿O correcto? No hablas
My English.
okay, so no solamente hablas español, poquito inglés. Lo entiendo.
I speak more or less. Poco en español.
Gracias. Español no es mi Español no es mi primo. Word for language, I forget it. Español. Mi poquito español. Yo poquito español. Hold on. Un minuto. Yo hablo poquito español.
Orlando and Portuguese.
Okay. No hablas mucho español, poquito español. Entiendo español para escuela.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know.
English courses.
Okay.
To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
I noticed that I changed her voice halfway through, but it just seems appropriate for Monica.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
Huh.
No.
But that makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three.
wasn't planning meeting Yuri here either.
¿Dónde es Natsuki? Natsuki no es aquí. No aquí Natsuki. Solamente Su y Yuri. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Flugglebug, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Dude, this guy is such a simp. Like, he's just... like, I love this game, but like, this guy is such a simp at the beginning of it. It's so bad. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers, trying to make that like that crystal glass sound. Like, you know, you get your fingers wet and the edge of the glass wet, and you go. Pretty much that's what she's trying to do, I think. I'm just kidding. That's just Monica. Solamente Monica. Solamente Monica. ¡Qué horror! Solamente Monica.
My favorites are usually novels that build...
on El Club de Literatura.
Sí, correcto.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Oh, this is one of them.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Dude, Yuri, you just need to stop talking.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Yuri, stop talking, bro. Just stop. I read a horror book. Hold on, I just completely read the word read wrong. And it just threw me off completely. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. If you smell!
Really? I wouldn't have expected... Oh, fuck. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is very often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
I'm still not going for Natsuki. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. There's Monica! It's Monica. Just Monica. Only Monica. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit there in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
I'm not going to try to audibly do both of their voices at the same time. That's just not happening. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Flugglebug?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
There's another Monica here.
I'm Monica.
Dos Monicas. Extraña, dos Monicas. ¿Qué? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. They are all super. Well, Sayori's depressed. Yuri's just like, oh, kind of expected it. Monica's like,
I'm the president of the literature club.
yo conozco. Monica's just like super sad. She's like, she's gonna go home and just like tonight. And then Natsuki's kind of like pissed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought, Flugglebug.
You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. I mean, Monica, Yuri, Sayori, and then there's Natsuki. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, bro. Dude is such a simp. It's crazy. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
I guess this is a good place to end it. Yeah. I guess thank you all for joining, and I will see y'all another time. Bye-bye.